Beverly Bine.
I'm Becky Buchwald, and we are the co-directors of New Israel Fund San Francisco region. We want to thank tonight's volunteers for all of their amazing enthusiasm, the time and energy they contributed, and also to our graphic designer, Jesse Bergheimer, and our pro bono photographer tonight, Adam Silverman. Thank you.
We also have the privilege to announce 2 special prizes. Each year, NIF honors the memory of 2 women who made a tremendous positive impact in the world and Israel. Edith Colliver and Miriam Fliegelman-Levy. Their daughters are with us tonight, Susie Colliver and Judy Levy-Sender. The winner of this year's Miriam Fliegelman-Levy Cross-Cultural Prize is the Human Rights Education Project of ACRI, the Association for Civil Rights in Israel, for promoting and teaching tolerance to both Jewish and Arab school children. ACRI, like NIF, believes education is key to fostering a culture of human rights in Israel and bringing real and lasting social change.
And we're also happy to announce the Hotline for Migrant Workers as this year's recipient of the Edith Colliver Human Rights Fund. The hotline works to protect the rights and dignity of the 200,000 people who have entered Israel as refugees, migrant laborers, or victims of trafficking. The hotline truly reflects Judaism's highest ideals for the treatment of the stranger among us, be it a refugee from Sudan, a caretaker from the Philippines, or one of the hundreds of children of migrant laborers. Many of these children speak only Hebrew and know no other home, and they are threatened with deportation from Israel. We commend the hotline's leadership on behalf of populations who have no other means of having their voices heard.
Finally, it is my pleasure to present tonight's New Generations Leadership Award to Jeremy Lizt. Jeremy, a couple things. I'm excited for this opportunity to honor all you've done for NIF over the past 7 years. First, there are laughs. You bring a much-needed sense of humor to meetings and an ingenuity that combined gets us things like voting popsicle sticks with Hebrew English, yes, no. You are totally committed to NIF in Israel and always looking for clever ways to engage others, inspiring them to step up to the progressive Israel plate. Jeremy, thank you for all you've done, chairing the benefit, chairing the board, promoting New Generations trips to Israel, and making this job fun. Jeremy, come on up here, and one of these framed Declarations of Independence is for you to take home tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I apologize for that introduction because I'm actually not going to be funny tonight. Thank you for this honor, and thank you to all of you who have enabled me to contribute to this wonderful organization. As chair of the New Generations Board, my primary objective is motivating young adults to join in support of our shared goal, a Jewish and democratic Israel. The story of the year on this topic was Peter Beinart's piece in the New York Review of Books. Titled "The Failure of the American Jewish Establishment," it explains that young adults have disengaged from Israel because they have been unable to connect in a way that accords with their liberal values. For several decades, Beinart writes, the Jewish establishment has asked American Jews to check their liberalism at Zionism's door, and now, to their horror, they are finding that many young Jews have checked their Zionism instead. Beinart paints a foreboding picture and articulates our mission. Saving liberal Zionism in the United States so that American Jews can help save liberal Zionism in Israel is the great American Jewish challenge of our age. I will share 3 ideas of how I believe NIF must rise to this challenge. First is to continue doing the great stuff we're doing. Beinart's primary recommendation to Jewish organizations is to speak frankly about Israel. This has never been a weakness of NIF. It is essential that we continue bringing Israelis here to make a case for NIF in their Israeli accents. My own introduction to NIF was delivered by Israeli author and historian Tom Segev, speaking at Temple Emmanuel. Second, we, the New Israel Fund, must proudly declare ourselves pro-Israel. We in this room understand that our work is in service of a strong and healthy Israel, but too many others harbor a misperception that Israel's external defense and her internal well-being are somehow incongruous. No one should be deterred from joining us because of that false choice. Third, and most important, let's tell a bigger story. The anxiety that underlies Beinart's entire piece is that even if young Jews are given a more honest way to interact with Israel, few will care enough to engage. Some surely will, as evidenced by the impressive group here tonight. But if we are to be successful, we must begin to win over the others. If you speak with young Jews who are disengaged from Israel, you will find that many, if not most, are still proud of being Jewish. Some cherish Jewish contributions to knowledge and culture. Others attribute dearly held values like tikkun olam to their Jewish heritage. In order to reach this group, we must tap into this pride and connect it to our mission. We at NIF talk primarily about the current state of Israeli society, the work of our incredible grantees, and the basis of our mission as enshrined in Israel's Declaration of Independence. But I believe we need to articulate a larger story, one that helps young Jews see themselves as part of a Jewish civilization that has existed uninterrupted since ancient times, that helps them understand that today's Israel is the crucible in which our people will determine the values that define us and put them on display for the entire world to see. In a few weeks, we will read the Torah portion of Jacob's night spent wrestling a man by a river. Jacob eventually prevails, but not without sustaining an injured hip that turns his confident stride into a humbled limp. Only after this struggle, through which he is said to find his true character, does Jacob earn the name Israel, he who wrestles with God. And only then is he prepared to reconcile with his brother Esau and build his home in peace. The parallel to today is obvious. Before we, the Jewish people, can find true peace with our brothers, perhaps we too must wrestle with ourselves. Who are we, and what kind of society must we create in our state? As it was for Jacob, it may be a long, sweaty night, and we may not escape without injury. But perhaps only then, as it was for Jacob, will we have earned the name Israel.